Monster Hunter Wilds, a game that right off rip, right from announcement, people were saying this has Game of the Year potential. Like, it's Monster Hunter. They already have such a good formula going for them, it'll be really hard to miss. But unfortunately, on launch, and even in the beta, and even in the benchmark, that also did not run well. Like, in all of these aspects, the optimization for the game is just terrible.
Go on.
This is, so far, already, this is very different. Okay. This is not...
Leave me!
Be strong.
So this is not working out. And that's not even the only issue, but we'll get to the other stuff that drive me crazy. But right now, it's insane, the optimization in this game, how bad it is. I should not, like, I have a 3060. My GPU has been upgraded within the past couple years, so I'm kind of in the middle. The type of shit I had to do to be able to play this game and stream it on a comfortable level is insane. I understand that me streaming it that also takes up a lot of takes up a lot of energy from my computer, you know? So that's like a whole nother part of it. But really what I'm saying is that I'm fortunate at what I can run it at. It's still crazy the amount of shit I had to go to, the amount of settings I had to change just to do that. And then some people aren't even able to do that, and they can't even keep a steady 30 frames, let alone 60 frames. Like, I'm having trouble keeping 60 full frames, and it's driving me crazy. You really can tell when you play it. And it sucks because it's so fun. Like, the first couple hours I was like, okay, this is like, it's Monster Hunter. There's a couple quality of life changes. I'm like, this is, it's definitely better. But then you just keep playing and oh man, it's so fun. The enemies, though they've been pretty crazy, and I really like a lot of the designs, they definitely aren't that hard. I've been kind of cruising through it, but I don't know, when there's more than one person, that definitely helps. So there's that. But I haven't had to really worry, like in Rise and in World, I really had to really pay attention to the sharpness of my sword and like my health. But I'm finding a lot. I'm just getting healed a lot now randomly by my Palico, like more than I'm used to. Even when my sword isn't sharp, I'm still just like attacking like crazy. I'm like, oh, I gotta sharpen my sword, and I sharpen my sword because I've been using the dual blades. I'm used to the long sword, maybe that's why, but I'm using the dual blades and the insect glaive. That has been fun. The movement is crazy. Like, just the movement is so fun, and the stuff that they didn't carry over from Rise, thank you, because there was a lot of stuff in Rise that really pissed me off, and that did not make it over to Wilds, so I'm very happy with that. I do think it's a good, comfortable mix. Like, it doesn't feel as arcade. It feels much more like, it really feels like an action RPG, slightly MMO, like RPG type of thing. So yeah, like if you like Monster Hunter, you're not gonna have to worry about actually having fun, because you're gonna have fun regardless of how the game looks. The running, the frames are an issue. There's such a fucking issue, and like I'm like lucky where I don't have that much of an issue, but like other people are probably not playing it as smoothly, and you can tell a lot of the reviews are like not good. Very immersive game. You can cook a well done steak on your GPU while you play, and the hot blast of air from your PC fans truly make you feel like you're in the desert. Keep a bag of sand by your desk and periodically toss handfuls of it into the air to really complete the experience. 2025 Capcom, how can you still get away with this horrendous optimization? You know these performance issues are inevitable, yet you do nothing to address them. World and Dragon Dogma 2 had similar problems. Even the original World, which launched in 2018, performs better than this. How is that even possible? It's honestly disappointing to see you release what feels like an incomplete game and act like it's not your problem. Damn, this person received it for free, and they even said the optimization is awful. They only played for 2.5 hours. I mean, like, we do have some good ones, so I can't shy away from it. I understand the performance issues and feel for the people who are having problems. I hope they can fix them quickly so more can enjoy it the way I do. This is a Monster Hunter game through and through, and I've enjoyed it every step of the way. Looking forward to what Endgame has to offer. And that's exactly how everyone should feel. Like, I agree with this, but it's unfortunate because look at all of these other ones. Look at all of the red fingers. Oh, we got some more blue ones here. Just look at all of these bad reviews. Like, this is just way too much. Way too much. This is crazy. Now this review here, this can kick off some other conversation. Ignoring the glaring performance and networking issues, I don't understand how you managed to make the multiplayer so bad after publishing Rise. When the multiplayer works, it has the same problem as Worlds. Like needing to start quests solo, find the objective, watch a cutscene, exit the quest, and join a friend to actually play the game together. Why? You already had a good system in Rise. If you're going to do a sequence and cutscenes, let me at least bring a friend along. Also, link groups are a stupid mechanic. Hard fucking agree. Why is progression not tied to the lobby? For the brief minutes where I do manage to fight the monster with friends, it's a really fun experience. This game may very well have the best combat in the series. I genuinely don't know why you designed the multiplayer this way. How is the multiplayer in such a state? Like, why do you have to go through so many different steps to join your friends in a party? Why, when you're finally connected in like a link party or whatever it is, you go to do your mission, oh, but you actually haven't seen the 5-minute cutscene that's in this mission. So you have to do it alone. And then once you get through the cutscene, the mission will actually start. And then you can back out of the mission and then join your friend who's doing the same thing in their mission, or they can back out and join yours. Like, it's just a stupid system that penalizes you at the beginning of the game. It's like forcing you to get through all of the story mode stuff. Basically, it wants you to see all of the cutscenes. If you don't see any of the cutscenes, it makes it a pain in the ass to play with your friends. I don't know why they want to do this. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's probably because your character model is in the cutscene and they don't know how to add the other characters in the cutscene. But like, you just don't have to do that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it's a technical thing and that's why it's like that. But it affecting the smoothness of the multiplayer on top of all of the shit that's already going on with this game is so fucking annoying. Like, when I boot the game up and it tells me that I need to download the game on an SSD drive because it's not on an SSD drive and it has to be on an SSD drive to run smoothly. I don't have an HDD drive. I only have an SDD drive. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's like all the little things are excusable if the game just ran well and everyone was having a good time with it, but it's not. So all these fucking little things start to mount on and is like, what are we doing here? Yes, the game is fun. That's a great baseline. That's a good thing to start with, all right? The game is fun. The combat is fluid. It's smooth. Everything else is fucked right now. And I really don't like to even go on a larger tangent with some of the design. The actual hubs are so congested. Why is every single camp and like hub, your little hub area, it's all so congested? Why are we doing that? Like, World, your hub, I understand you had your one hub. It was huge. And you could go fucking up the elevator. There was a bunch of floors and stuff, right? Rise, they shrank it down even more. And then the DLC, that's also not a very big area. And now Wilds, it's so congested. And then I still can't fucking find the thing I'm looking for in the camp. Oh, because it's at the other camp. And then, well, I don't know how to fast travel all the way over there. So I run like an idiot for most of it. And then I figure out I can fast travel halfway. Like, it's just like, God, what the fuck? It's still fun. I'm going to play more. Like, I'm literally, if I wasn't going out, I didn't have to leave my apartment today, then I would probably be playing or I'd be editing this video. But still, it's so confusing that these are issues that are being had with I'd pay $100 for this game because I'm in Canada. So you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Not trying to defend it, but yesterday I literally was saying it's to be expected. This is the norm. In AAA game releases now, it's just norm for them to just be poorly optimized. It's just the norm. And I'm not agreeing with it, but like, I'm not surprised. It sucks, but I'm just not surprised. And because the game is a lot of fun, it's kind of okay. But then all the stuff with the multiplayer happened, and then I got really mad about that. So it's like, you know what? Fuck all that.
To the pause menu, check your hunter profile and find your hunter ID. Send this code to all your friends and make them type it in. Like, that's so convoluted.
It is fucking stupid.
Oh, here, man, I'll send you mine.
That's whack.
Send friend request. It's just unacceptable that this is still an issue with video games. I need to make sure I am fair though, because the game is really fun. Like, I'm having a great time. I cannot deny this. So instead of talking about all the negative stuff that I was just ranting about for a second there, let's talk about the good. For starters, day 2 of playing this game, it's just running way better, so that's always good. Big pluses. But the honest first thing about it is this is Monster Hunter through and through. Everything you love about the Monster Hunter game is here, and then there's all these quality of life changes to it that you didn't think you wanted, but is truly a blessing. Like when you're on your mount, you can just auto walk, basically. Yeah, auto walk, and your mount will just take you to where you need to go. And honestly, I love it, because then at the same time while you're doing this, another quality of life changes. You can hold, I play on PlayStation 5 controller. You hold L2 and you can press circle and you can grab things, grab honey, grab herb, grab the flies out of the air as you're riding. You don't have to stop and pick up all these things anymore. They've sped up the whole process so much so that you're not wasting so much time going to and from location to location, collecting, minerals, collecting materials. Now you can just go from spot to spot to spot, and while you're doing it, you're just collecting things, you're automatically going. You can just chill, you can have a drink, you can go to you won't have time to go to the washroom. The maps are big, but they're not that big. And the monster doesn't run that far away. So far, it hasn't been like the other games where the monster will literally run to the other side of the map, and then you're spending the next 2, 3, 4 minutes just going to the other side of the map. The maps are big, even though I just said they're not that big. They are still really big. The open world concept is definitely there, and I think it's executed pretty well, so that you don't have to just join a quest. It's not like an arcade mode thing where you have to choose a quest, go to the map. There's no load screen with that. You can just leave camp from whatever base you want to choose from, because there's multiple bases to choose from. Then you can just leave camp, boom, you're in the world, and then there's gonna be monsters depending on which camp you're at. You can hunt them, get your materials, go back. It's all good. And the monsters are pretty sweet. It's just a fucking octopus, and it's so cool. It's like a flame octopus, and I'm using the switch axe, and I'm using the switch axe weapon from this octopus, and also my cat is using the body armor from it. It is so cool. It is so cool. The weapon, even though it's a switch axe, it's like a scythe when it's the axe version, and then the scythe compacts down when it's the sword version. It is so cool. I just got it. I fucking love it so much. And that's kind of another thing, is going into this game, I was very much thinking I was going to be longsword, but I actually ended up changing it up because I just thought, well, you know what? New Monster Hunter, new me. We got to change it up a little bit, try something different. So I'm actually rocking switch axe and the dual blades because I'm normally just a longsword guy, or I've done greatsword a little bit. I'm also using the insect glaive as like a rotational. I think it's a lot of fun. I just get frustrated because I don't know how to use it. That's basically why. So I just have to keep using it, keep trying to figure it out, and eventually I'll get it. But the insect glaive's really fun. But the dual blades, sometimes you just want to beat the shit out of something and you just want to be a literal Beyblade. And oh my god, the satisfaction guaranteed with this thing, man. It is so fun. But the switch axe, it got that variety, it got that variety. And these are all weapons that exist in all the other Monster Hunter games, but just the way the combat's done in this one, it's so much better. It feels so much better. It feels so much more satisfying. Every hit feels heavy. Every blow feels worth it. When you do a big charge attack and you do like 100 damage or like 90 damage or whatever, and you're like, fuck yeah, it feels so good. And when you finally have watched the cutscenes, joining your friends is actually really easy. I did rant about that for a bit, but it's really not that bad. The link party thing is definitely more convenient because it makes it a lot easier to join your friends afterwards, which is just stupid, but it's not that bad once you've watched the cutscenes. So it's still annoying as fuck, but once you watch the cutscenes, it's not as bad. I guess I'm trying to be positive about that, but I'm still a little back and forth about it. Basically, I just want to be fair because the performance issues are a real issue. It's ridiculous to deal with something like this, but it's so fun. At first I wanted to kind of say, but it doesn't matter that it's fun. Like, the performance issues are a real thing that need to be dealt with. It's like, honestly, I'm lucky enough that it runs pretty well for me right now. And again, like, it's running better than it was the day before. So that's always good. And it'll just continue to do that. And once it's better, this game is going to be fucking stellar. And it is still stellar. It is so much fun is what I'm still trying to get across. It's not as bad as Cyberpunk, but when Cyberpunk came out, that shit was ridiculously disgusting. And now it's considered one of the greats, and that's unacceptable that it took that amount of time, but there was still a super fun game at its core. It just took a while to get there. So hopefully it doesn't take that long for Monster Hunter to get there so that everyone can enjoy it. But right now, if you're able to, it's super fun. Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily have anything else to add. I guess it's just frustrating. Like, I have mixed reviews in my heart for this game. I want to love it way more, but I'm so annoyed at these performance issues, multiplayer issues. Neither should be happening. It's 2025. Like, get it together, come on. But that's all where that came from. I got my 2024 recap video playing here, which was a lot of fun. I have the Sonic the Hedgehog OST going with it. It's good stuff. Have you guys seen the Pokemon AZ trailer? Actually looks like a lot of fun. I'm kind of hyped. I don't want to be too hyped for it, but it looks fun. And also Skinamarink is really wild. I don't know if anyone else has seen that movie, but that movie has stuck with me. I want to say that. But, until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and tonight the hunt is on because I'll be hunting. I'm sorry. We're jumping back in the wilds. We're going back to it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. I gotta play it. I'll see you there. See you. I'll see you there. I'll be game.
I did it.